See what they're going to do, man. He's going to shake up the boxing world because Canelo is a cash cow. You know, he is the man when it comes to boxing right now, when it comes to revenue generation. And I know I love to see Canelo, man. I think Canelo's a legend. And no matter all this criticism that he gets, man, you can't take away what he's accomplished in the sport. So he's a big name for sure. But this is, like I said, I touched on earlier, man, this is also kind of bad news. Not bad news, because I always want to watch Canelo fight. And I think him and Berlanga will be a good fight.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit!
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. PG, NGM. Praise God to get money. Y'all know what it is, man. Back with Engineers to the Streets. The doctors in the house. Yes, sir. So today we have some big news. We have some big news coming from, I just have to be outside today, man. It's a nice day outside, so I want to take advantage of that. But we have some big news coming from PBC, man. Canelo. The source is, of course, none other than Michael Benson off Twitter. You can check it right here. It says, for those of you that can't read that fast, I don't show it that long. It clearly states that Canelo is reportedly leaving PBC. You know, which is very crazy. But it's not completely unexpected, right? Because he's been wanting to fight Jermall Charlo, and they've been reluctant to give him that. You know, they wanted to press David Benavidez fight, which what we all want. You know, I want to see him fight Benavidez, but I tell you who I don't want him to fight. I do not want him to fight Berlanga. I do not want to see him fight MUNGUIA. You know, I'd rather him fight Jermall Charlo if that's the case. Hold on, give me a second. Kimba, come here. I had to call my dogs right there, man. You see him? Bandage right here. Kimba right here. A car was coming, you know. You got to see him. Sometimes I'll be messing up the angle. But anyway, yeah. So there's, you know, that they're mutually agreed to part from each other. You know, this is kind of bad news for PBC and Al Haymon. I feel like they'll bounce back and make another move, you know what I'm saying, to compensate for the departure of Canelo. But it does leave an empty slot for May 4th for them. And yeah, so, you know, we're going to see what they're going to do, man. They're going to shake up the boxing world because Canelo is a cash cow. You know, he is the man when it comes to boxing right now, when it comes to revenue generation. And I know I love to see Canelo, man. I think Canelo's a legend. And no matter all this criticism that he gets, man, you can't take away what he's accomplished in the sport. So he's a big name for sure. But this is, like I said, I touched on earlier, man, this is also kind of bad news. Not bad news, because I always want to watch Canelo fight, and I think him and Berlanga will be a good fight.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit!
But I don't think it'll be a competitive fight. I don't think there's going to be a competitive fight. I know people are worried about Canelo fighting Charlo. I think Charlo versus Canelo is a more competitive fight than Berlanga versus Canelo. I think he's going to get Berlanga out of there. And then MUNGUIA, you know, he has probably the most padded resume in boxing, but he's a good fighter. I love watching MUNGUIA because he's very exciting. But, you know, his best win is probably his last win, John Ryder. He got him out of there. He shares that opponent with Canelo. And then he has a win against Gabriel Rosado, who's a warrior. He always comes to fight, and I love watching Gabriel Rosado. But other than that, you know, for him to have 42 fights, 44 fights maybe, he doesn't really have too much strong opposition on there. So yeah, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But yeah, look forward to seeing Canelo versus Berlanga and possibly MUNGUIA in September. You know, so we'll see how it goes, man. Appreciate y'all rocking me as always. Let me know what y'all think about that. Y'all disappointed? Like I said, you know, sometimes you gotta be careful what you ask for, because I'd rather see Canelo versus Charlo. Of course, number one, we all want to see Benavidez, but that didn't seem possible. But I'd rather him fight Charlo than Berlanga and MUNGUIA. But hey, I'm gonna watch them all. I ain't gonna front. I appreciate y'all. We out. God bless. Peace.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.